kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Get it in the pocket. Be patient. Chasing good calls, offense. Right, offense. Keep pushing. Let's go.
The drive begins with Henry. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Another run for Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Jackson now on 3rd. Flushed out of the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. We're going for this. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice. It doesn't end up getting the offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is cocked. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it, on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a third time for 6.
Reed now to kick this one away. We'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory in this series with points.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he's taken down on a short run that gets inside the 35. Working quickly here. Now Jackson off the play action. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. On the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion left. 1st down throw, Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 34. On target to Worthy. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He puts some power on a deep one left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. the air. Mahomes. He's trying another one deep. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Prime connecting with Xavier Worthy there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Here we go on 4th with Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Another throw for Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Again, Mahomes to throw. The pressure's there, and it closes in on him. He's dropped for the sack, and that is what should bring us to the end of this opening quarter. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-3 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. Bails out of the pocket quick. Finds him on the crossing route.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's so good and bad. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And when he releases, he gets out, gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. Mahomes to throw for it. He's got it to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Near the goal line. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And now it's 3rd and short. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs now lead by 10. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11. Reed now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Gets this one to Andrews. Decent gain here, but short of the first. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They're going to throw it on third and long. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Worked through his progression. Nobody available. And by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks, too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Mahomes on first and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise, you deliver, and that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And things look tougher now with third and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Fourth and forever coming up. They're going for it with Mahomes. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. The surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential first down.
Flying down the middle with Henry. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Drew Tranquill brings him to the ground. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens working here.
Let's end this drive with 6-0.
Second down now, 7 to go. Running once more with Henry. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
To the air, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. Touchdown, Baltimore. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Ravens put the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Timeout taken by the defense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Looking to throw Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh, put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
That's a high degree of difficulty throw. Not a lot get tougher than that one. But now, fortunately, Kate, he aired it closer to the sideline, and it goes harmlessly out of bounds.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing again, Mahomes. He's on the move. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Got the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did. And he simply has to get rid of it.
Still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They'll go. It's Mahomes. Throwing for the end zone. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs will add to their lead at the end of the half. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a designed read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Here comes the final play of our first half. A final throw before the break. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18. Reed now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up
On second down, here's Henry again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense up to the line fast.
40-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
On 4th down, snap to Jackson. That's cut beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
So close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
No, we changed it.
Changing it up here, Jackson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
180. Hey, middle. Put some points on the scoreboard.
Jackson now on 3rd. He rolls to his right. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
You know, most pass rushers really don't get enough credit for how well they read those quarterbacks. As he was fighting his blocker, kept his eyes on the ball, and he timed it perfectly to get a hand up in the throwing lane and force the incompletion. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Touchdown, Kansas City. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs grow the lead now to 22 points. Reed now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
First down, and they go right back to him. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Drew Tranquill brings him to the ground. Henry running to the left. And this one doesn't go far. It's a gain of 3 on the final play of quarter 3. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Ravens football, and they'll look for some points here, but might just be too little too late in a lopsided 4th quarter. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, come on.
Desperation time here on 4th. Rolling left, buying some time. This one's caught. It's Andrews near the sideline. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And this is run down into the red zone at the 19. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Return it.
Here's Henry running left. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, report. Report.
Henry's going to try to pick it up. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Bullock's kick is good. And it only does a little against the deficit, which drops to 19.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
The Ravens look like they got it back, and they did! All right, so a positive play for them, if nothing else. Game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was 2 things, Kate. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment. But B, and so much more importantly, is down the road in a game where you're going to really need it, that gives you the confidence that you can get it done.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. They run it with King Henry. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense up to the line fast. Here he is on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are thrown into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
A 50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
You only get so many chances to make this type of play for your team. Boy, you'd love to see him come through there.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's looking deep once again. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Move the chain! Hey, move the chain! All right, offense, let's go!
Backed up in the end zone, Jackson. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well, that window was open down the field, but this league is so fast. And these defenders, well, they closed the gap before that throw could arrive.
couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
This drive with 6, oh.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot. Hurry. Nice hot.
Keep the ball moving down the field, though. Let's go.
Running this with Henry. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Working quickly here.
On 5-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Get out of here with a win, oh.
All right, now, let's get in that end zone.
Let's get out of here with the win, oh.
And the play clock expires. This is going to cost them half the distance. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
6 on this stop.
They'll run here following the penalty. And this one only gets up to about the 5-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Collects this at the 32. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Completes this one to Gray. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. He pays the price for the interception. Big hit brings it into that return.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The drive begins with Henry. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust your tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Another run for Henry. And he takes this in to the 40-yard line before going down. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 40-yard line.
Before that play clock can reach 0, John Harbaugh signals for a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. A give to Henry. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 10 now. Forced out to his right. A bit of desperation. This is caught inside the 15. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And they get a smidgen closer as it's down to 16.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
And the Chiefs are able to make that recovery. That should lock up this win. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, it's Mahomes. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.